viewers, welcome to Unfiltered Conversations on Cleveland TV in Diaspora. My name is AJ Oba, your anchor to the program. The studio with me tonight is Grace Momo. Grace Momo is the group CEO, the Inspire Group, and the FESTAC Africa Festival CEO. Grace Momo, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Professor Stanley, to the viewers and to all the listeners to the program this evening.
Okay, you're welcome. Tonight we'll be looking at FESTAC Africa, but before we go there, I would like to take this opportunity to encourage our viewers out there to subscribe to clevelandtv.com so they can have access to this program online or offline. So that's it. Tonight we'll be looking at an important issue that has to do with arts and culture, that is FESTAC Africa. But before we engage in that conversation, I would like to ask Grace Momo to express herself or tell us who you are in your own words.
Thanks once again. My name's, as you have very well described, Grace Momo. I am the group CEO of the Inspire Group, as well as the festival CEO, which is FESTAC Africa, taking place in Arusha, Tanzania. Of background, I come from a telecommunications financial background. I previously worked with multinational entities across Africa, pioneering services such as mobile banking in West Africa, and currently really doing and loving what I love to do, and which is really traveling Africa, giving Africa exposure, and creating a platform that connects more Africans together through networking, exploration, and fun.
Okay, Grace Momo, you're welcome to the program. Our business on Cleveland TV is to discover Africans who are doing exploits in their own field. And tonight we're looking at arts and culture, arts and cultural festival in Africa. Our viewers would like to know, what is FESTAC Africa? We've been hearing about that. Many people don't really understand that word FESTAC, but we just hear FESTAC Africa. We know it's about culture, but can you explain to us in details what that is about?
FESTAC Africa really stands for the Festival of Arts and Culture. And this festival 2023 is the fourth World's Black and African Festival that we are hosting in Arusha, Tanzania. And the dates are from the 21st of May to the 28th of May. And the reason why we have chosen the month of May is because May is Africa Month, and May 25th, to be very specific, is Africa Day. The whole idea of bringing FESTAC during the month of May is to celebrate Africanism, is to celebrate who we are, is to see the people of Africa from all over the world come together to celebrate through music, through dance, a celebration of unity that unites us, that really bonds us together through business engagements, networking opportunities, and so much more in a series of 7 days, which we describe in a very, very nice and short way of bringing us together as Experience Africa in just 7 days. And that really is the essence of FESTAC Africa.
Okay, now looking at it as it is now, we have an idea of what FESTAC Africa is about. It's about arts and culture and celebrating that of heritage of Africa. Okay, the thing is, what do you want to achieve in this anticipated festival? What are your objectives?
First and foremost, we're extremely excited that this is the fourth series after very successful series in 2022. And what we are looking to achieve is really to bring Africans together, which we have done successfully so. This year's festival is quite an engaging one, full of vibrance, full of beautiful engagements, full of just music from all over Africa. As it stands right now, we have over 20 cultural groups from all over Africa that will be participating during the festival. And I must say, we are seeing more and more interest on a daily basis. We are looking to really entertain you as a delegate, as a participant, with great lineup of activities from the 21st all through to the 28th of May in the beautiful, beautiful city of Arusha, which has been so graceful and so honored to really host us this year. So we are really looking forward to have a great, great 7 weeks of really just great celebrations of the African culture, business engagement, networking opportunities, and just bringing people together to celebrate our identity and our heritage in Africa.
Okay, that's explicit. Now, looking at this event that is upcoming, what is the criteria for participation? And anyone just participates? Is it free? It's open, or you have to apply?
Very, very, very good question. And I'm very glad you asked it because this is a festival and festivals are open to all people. This is one festival which is extremely inclusive and we have everything for everybody. From your pre-primary students, we have what we call the storytelling series for the children, which is a completely free series for the pre-primary, primary school children to come and learn the history of Africa in a completely free session that we will be offering during the festival itself. The festival composition, of course, they are paid series or paid activities and they are free activities. But we are encouraging everybody from all over the continent or from all over the world to come and learn a little bit of something about the African culture, about our heritage. It is all about showcasing who we are. We have fashion, we have music, we have a whole series of activities that is planned. The festival is broken down in quite a number of categories. We have a series of business, which is a 3-day business engagement, where we have the business leaders talk about carbon credit finance, talk about climate change impact, talk about ESG readiness for the African continent. We have a series on women in leadership. We have a series on diaspora investment opportunities. We have a series on intra-Africa travel and tourism, championed by the African Tourism Board. The diaspora session, championed by our keynote speaker, which is Dr. Julius Gavi, and the Kenya Diaspora Alliance, as well as South Africa Diaspora Alliance. We also have a session on e-commerce. We have a session on logistics and trade, championed by BC Book, all the way from Texas. We also have a session, the first session on the business of luxury in the continent, and so much more. We have a 3-day masterclass on peace and security, championed by the International Peace Governance Center, and so much more to look forward to from a business perspective. Then we move into the sports tourism activation. We know that there's so much activation. We know that there's so much talent from our continent. We have selected 3 types of sports within the festival itself for activation during the festival week. And the first one is golf. Golf to bring the business executives together to really get to take the conversations from the boardroom to the golf course. The golf is being led by the Tanzania Golf Union. Then we have the second sector of the sport, which is the football, and football will be championed by Bundesliga, Shakhtar from Germany, as well as Mainz 05 from Germany. Again, showing you the nature and the diversity of the festival in bringing multi-diversity from all over the world to just be part of the celebrations of the festival. And the third sport that we have chosen for the festival is your basketball. Again, bringing ex-MBA players into the pitch to really focus on the youth empowerment through the program, to unpack youth talent, showcase the youth talent through sport, whether be it golf, whether be it soccer, whether be it basketball. We have something just planned for everybody throughout the festival. So really, the festival is open for everybody, regardless of age, regardless of gender, regardless of where you come from. We are saying this is a celebration. It's a festival that is accommodating and fully inclusive of all types of basically race, age, gender that you can think of.
Okay, very interesting. I could hear you talk about the activities that are supposed to go on during the FESTAC festival. I picked up interest in some of the things you just said. Aside from the sporting activities that will be going on, you did mention business opportunities in Africa. If I may ask you, what kind of business opportunities are we talking about? Because there's so much business opportunities in Africa. But the question is, what kind of business opportunities are you going to be presenting during the FESTAC festival?
Another great question for the business community and for any investors or sponsors that are looking for participation at the festival at large. Some of the opportunities, of course, that we look into present is our range from the business of luxury in Africa. One may wonder, why do we have luxury incorporated into a festival? First and foremost, we have so much in the continent to celebrate. We have so much oozing luxury that we never even get to talk about. So in this year's festival, we have partnered with the Luxury Network International out of London. The Luxury Network International is represented in 5 countries or 6 countries right now in Africa. And through the Africa offices, we are teaming up to bring the best of luxury brands from the continent to showcase the power of Proudly Made in Africa, in addition to international brands during the festival week. This is one area where international brands as well as the Africa brands can team up and create market access for any Africa brands that are looking to expand beyond the borders of Africa, to seek growth opportunities outside the continent. That is one business opportunity that we are looking to really position. There are opportunities for travel within the tourism sector. Again, showcasing opportunities for travel, bringing in the travel sector, which is the airlines, bringing in the hotels to have conversations around ease of travel within the continent. Other opportunities include manufacturing, of course, include how organizations can take advantage of climate change, carbon credit finance, and so forth and so forth. The Women Summit is mainly focused on women financing opportunities. How can women have access to finance and finance opportunities for their businesses? So we have international buyers that are also coming. It's an opportunity for the business community to come and network, to come and really create business networking opportunities for your brand. Back to the question on what kind of opportunities. We have a lot of leather products being manufactured from the African continent. This is a call for the leather manufacturing community in Africa to come and share what you can do. We have a lot of designers and a lot of fashionistas from Africa. We have again created a platform for a fashion show during the festival week, where we will be celebrating 10 of our creatives from Africa to really give an opportunity to our designers to showcase the elegance in the African fabric through the ramp. So there is just so much to unpack throughout the festival. And again, it's all about the celebration of cultural exchanges, for countries to really come together, for countries to come unite and showcase what we have in Africa through again, 7 days of just great participation, great networking opportunities, and learning from each other. Festivals are all about learning and exchanging cultures. So really, we are calling on the wider Africa community in the diaspora in Africa to come and be part of this festival that really gets to showcase what Africa is all about. It's about celebrations. And the African, we have one rhythm, and that rhythm is music. That rhythm is dance. And when we get down, we get down. So really, we are looking for people to come join us and be part of just unwinding. And guess what? It's just after Easter, before the year again gets very hectic, the second quarter or the second half of the year. So we're really calling on the business community to come out in numbers and support this noble cause of really, really supporting the creative industry of Africa.
Okay, very explicit, at least that is understood. Though I'm still going to ask you some questions in respect to business when we return. It's still on FETA Conversation on Cleveland TV in Diaspora. My name is Adrian, your uncle, and tonight we have Grace Momo in the studio. She is the Group CEO, the Inspire Group, and the FESTAC Africa Festival CEO. So you're welcome to the program. But when we return from the break, we'll continue this conversation.
In the 21st century's technological advancement, we all seek opportunities to move and network with the emerging space. Introducing Clevenard blog and event posting. Do you think you have some interesting materials, good content, articles, and stories? Then feel free to publish them on Clevenard blog and events page, just as team of our writers are doing presently. By blogging on Clevenard's blogs and events, you benefit from our reach and network. There are constant stream of people visiting our social platform, and we have figured out just how to distribute our contents. This means you can basically skip the line and get access to a big audience from day one. Furthermore, we can help you get in touch with important people for projects with possibilities of translating your content into other languages and republishing them on Clevenard. This helps preserve and protect your content from getting lost. What's more, you also get to be part of our team with access to our network and lots of exclusives, behind the scenes information. And of course, you get full credit for everything you do, which brings you popularity and make extra income. Sign up now on clevenard.com and start blogging to your advantage. Please see the tutorial video on how to blog or post events on Clevenard Blogs and Events. For more information, contact info@clevenard.com +34 631 279811. Website www.clevenard.com. Clevenard, your blogs, your identity. In the 21st century's technological advancement, we all seek opportunities to move and network.
Okay, viewers, welcome back. It's Cleveland TV in Diaspora. It's on FETA Conversations. Tonight we have in the studio Grace Momo. I'm your uncle, AJ Oba. Grace Momo, you welcome back. It's still FESTAC Africa. So at this point, I'm going to pause more questions on what to mention before we go on break, and that has to do with the luxury network. I want you to throw more light on that network, more particularly on what is going to transpire at the festival proper within that network. What is expected of this network? Is there any other program that they will bring on board? Just give us an overview of what this is about.
Thank you very much, Professor Junior Uba. One of the things that we will be doing at the festival is to celebrate international and Africa brands. For the first time ever, the Luxury Network International Awards will be held in Africa. And we are very, very, very excited to have partnered with the Luxury Network International. Now, some people think the Luxury Network is like our multi-level marketing. Absolutely not. And I want to clear that because the luxury network is all about business to business networking, the biggest marketing affinity group in the world. That is about bringing businesses together to celebrate very unique and really excellency in product manufacturing, services, and so forth and so forth. And this is through membership based, which the network, you have to be a member to be, you have to subscribe or be a member of the luxury network, and we bring in businesses to create business collaborations, whether through product launches, event collaborations, and so forth and so forth. The luxury network is represented in 40 countries globally. In Africa, we have 6 countries. The 6 countries are South Africa, Kenya, Nigeria, Morocco, Egypt, and Mauritius, representing the Indian Ocean sector. Now, what the luxury award is all about, it's about bringing brands that produce really high-end quality brands and products into a forum or into a series. Last year, 2022, the awards were held in Istanbul, in Bosphorus, and 2023, for the first time ever, on the 8th year of the awards, we will be having the first ever African Luxury Awards in Arusha, Tanzania. And I think I need to praise Tanzania because for the first time, they will host these events in the soil of Africa. It's an opportunity for brands from all over Africa producing really high quality products to be part of these celebrations. We are looking to have delegates from all over the world, across the 45 countries where the luxury network is represented, come to the soils of Africa and to really be part of this. From the motor industry, the aviation sector, the hotels, the beauty and cosmetic, the art and craft, the perfumers of Africa, the oils of Africa, the eyewear, the fashion designers. I mean, the categories are just endless and unlimited. So we have so many segments. Architectures, I mean, we have the best architectures, I suppose, from Africa. And really is all about identifying the unique brands that we can celebrate. My call to the entire Africa is to really come out in numbers, nominate brands that you know deserve to be called luxury brands, to really give them a platform to come and connect with the international buyers, international audience, and probably your brand may even be in a position to connect with another international brand. And who knows, this is how businesses are created. This is how great businesses start. So we are calling on African brands to really go onto the platform, nominate yourselves, or just register for the awards criteria and be part of these celebrations. And really, that is what the Luxury Network Awards is all about. So we are really excited about that opportunity and looking to have just on the 25th of May, 2023, which is Africa Day, under the Stars of Africa, a celebration, a gala dinner that will see the best of Africa brands and international brands come together for the celebrations. Thank you. I hope that really clarifies what the awards is all about.
Yes, but I would like to, at this point, I would like to know, because this is just a kind of a package in the festival.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but now I would like to know what does it take? What's the criteria for being part of the luxury network or tribe? For instance, someone who wants to nominate him or herself for the award, what does it take?
So the platform for the awards is open, and I would suggest that anybody that is looking to register for the awards category, you don't need to pay for the nomination. You just need to go to www.tlnint, which is the Luxury Network International.com. Go to the awards page of the platform and just register for the registration of the awards itself, which is just part of the great celebrations. So again, we have great partners within that, talking about technologies such as NFTs, such as the blockchain technology as well at large, and really bringing our whole collaboration of people together to celebrate the uniqueness of the African continent. Brands such as the BC book out of Texas are part of forums that create the luxury and strengthen the luxury network. Brands such as Blixten, again, out of the US or out of the UK, will be part of this platform. We are calling on brands from all over the world to come and be part of this exciting journey, exciting day that really gets to celebrate the uniqueness of Africa.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I hope our viewers will give it a shot at this point because at least you've given out the link to the Luxury Network Award. Okay, but there is something about FESTAC Festival that I would like to ask you about. It's a kind of notion people always drive about FESTAC, and it's about tradition and the spirituality. Is there any connection between the FESTAC Festival and the spirituality tradition? There is this notion, there's this notion that FESTAC is linked to a sort of traditional spiritual stuff. I don't know how true that is anyway, because I have not participated in FESTAC Festival before, but I just want to, I want to use this opportunity to ask you that question, just to clear the air. Since you are involved in this, you're part of the organizers, so can you just throw light on that issue, that notion?
Again, thank you once again for a very good question. And I think our culture is our culture and we can't deviate from that. However, FESTAC Africa is just a celebration. FESTAC itself just stands for the Festival of Arts and Culture. And within the festival itself, it's not really about spirituality. African culture is about, when you get inducted into the African spirit, there's just a vibration of fun. There's a vibration of I think the right word that to use is just holiness. You just get lifted to another level of your spirit. That spirit is through dance. That spirit is through togetherness. That spirit is through what we call Ubuntu, which is coming together in unity. Umoja in our Swahili word, Ubuntu in South African terms. And really uniting everybody together. So it's not about just the jumping up and down, the spirit. Yes, we celebrate our culture. And our culture is through a lot of traditional music, which is deep rooted into our African culture. We're not into spiritual world. I think I need to clarify that. And FESTAC is not about the spiritual world. FESTAC is giving everyone a platform for engagement. Up to the conversation to now, it's as you've just understood it, there's a lot of business engagement. There's a lot of activation for any business, any corporates that are looking to really do an activation on their brand within FESTAC itself, to just take an opportunity and to see how best they can support organizations from across Africa, such as the cultural groups. And I can tell you one thing, I think this is my call for the community, for the corporate leaders out there. We have a lot, and if I say a lot, we have over 45 groups that are very keen to come and participate at the festival. However, due to limitation of resources, we are not able to financially support everybody coming for the festival. Hence, we are calling on the corporate industry, the corporates out there, to look at who is coming from your country and how can you sponsor some of those cultural groups that are really looking to come and represent your specific countries. We're calling on governments. We're calling on the private sector. We're calling on individuals. We're calling on the wider community from the diaspora to support the call. This is for us to support the creative industry of Africa. Over the last 2 years, we know how devastating COVID has done to most of us. And the most affected segment was actually the creative segment and the event segment. Those were the people who entertain us the most, and they were not able to perform. This is a platform that gives people an opportunity to really come and showcase talent. And during the festival week, yes, we will be identifying great talent from Africa and putting it out there to really come and stand up and be part of cultural exchanges that we are looking to unpack. Already we are seeing a lot of interest from other African countries wanting to host the festival from 2024, 2025. And it shows that regardless of what's happening, there's great attraction for the festival itself. So yes, we are encouraging African countries and governments and the private sector to come and support FESTAC, because really it's a platform that is aimed to give our youth, our creative industry, an opportunity to excel and to showcase the best that we can do in Africa. There are no festivals in Africa that are moving from one country to another, and this FESTAC is really aimed to do that. 2024, the FESTAC is moving to another country, and so is 2025, 2026, 2027, and beyond. And that is the beauty. FESTAC is all about showcasing Destination Africa, promoting travel and tourism in Africa in partnership with the African Tourism Board. It's about identifying destinations that we can really elevate and showcase and get our own people to get to travel and enjoy our own continent. We don't do a lot of travel. You go to the airport right now, and majority of the Africans are traveling overseas in other countries, in other continents, to go and explore. Yet we have an influx of foreign nationals coming into our own continent to explore our nature, to explore our tourism destinations, to explore our oceans. Our own people don't get to travel in Africa. And we are using FESTAC as an opportunity to open and showcase as many African countries while we are at it, to get to really showcase destination points, showcase iconic places within Africa. I mean, if you don't know Arusha is home to Mount Kilimanjaro. And this is the opportunity. If you have Mount Kilimanjaro in your bucket list, it's an opportunity to come and really visit Mount Kilimanjaro. Arusha is also home to Serengeti National Park, where the migration takes place between Tanzania and Kenya. An opportunity for you to come really experience that. Again, Ngorongoro Crater. These are all really very, very attractive tourist destinations that majority of us don't even get to know about it. We've been running a series of questions. You ask people, where is Arusha? People don't know where that is. When you ask where is Mount Kilimanjaro, people will tell you it's in Tanzania for real, but they don't know where Arusha is. So again, it's about unpacking those types of destinations where we are exposing Africa and really showcasing destinations for travel within our continent. So really, I mean, we are looking to see where we need to take this festival to continue to unpack the beauty of our continent. And we are calling on the diaspora to really come back home. This is home. Africa is open for everyone in the diaspora.
Yes.
Thank you, Junior.
Exactly. That's an interesting one. But that is to say, FESTAC Festival is annual event. That's what it is.
Yes, it is.
It's an annual event.
Yes, it is. The
Okay.
last week of May.
And that's okay. No, go on.
No, I was just saying it's annually the last week of May every year.
Okay. Okay, now the one thing I want to ask about this FESTAC of a thing, because now it's about Africa. It's about Africa. It's about development of Africa within our community, whether it's in diaspora or mainly here in Africa. Well, I want to ask you, do you have any program that has to do with grassroots education? Do you have any sort of partnership in this FESTAC program that has to do with education? Because in Africa, I believe, in as much as we're talking about arts and culture, we also need to look at education, because the government alone cannot handle the issue of education. It's a problem in Africa. Is there any plan in the structure of this FESTAC Festival to accommodate institutions that can kind of provide education to the grassroots in Africa. At least use this moment to showcase what they can offer to Africans. Do you have anything like that?
I am so happy that you ask about education within the FESTAC festival itself, because the festival is all about educating our people about the African culture and about our African ethos, and more so, of course, giving a platform for business to connect through workshops. In addition to that, I mentioned that this is a fully inclusive festival. And on the educational sector, we have partnered with an organization called the Destination Africa, Destination Imagination Africa, with the headquarters for Africa in Botswana. And they will be doing a STEM education program during the festival week. We have also partnered with Ubongo TV out of Tanzania, who will also be in partnership with Destination Imagination, putting a section on STEM education to create awareness on STEM program for boys, for girls, and for anyone really that is looking to learn the skills on STEM education during the festival week. And those programs are mainly just to provide a platform where, as young as you can go, have that opportunity to come and interact with both the Destination Imagination team as well as the Ubongo team during the festival week, where we have a dedicated section purely for that. On the sports, we have a pavilion that is set on the sports aspect. Again, all on talent activation for Africa, where if you're a young golfer or young adult that are looking to get into the golf sport, there will be a section dedicated where you can just come and do a little bit of partying, learn about golf, and really have a dedicated team on the golf aspect. We have a full team on the football aspect, all the way from Germany. I think I've talked about Bundesliga will be in Arusha. I've also talked about Shakhtar, who is a sports agency out of Germany, and also Mainz, which is a Division 1 soccer club in Germany. They will all be in Arusha, again, creating educational platform for the youth to come and connect. Again, we say that FESTAC is about education. FESTAC is about really, really creating awareness, not just about Africa, but really creating an integrated opportunities for education throughout the different aspects that we are staging during the festival week. So really, yes, education is right at the top of our radar. Sport is at the top of our radar. Tourism is at the top of our radar. Business is at the top of our radar. Again, an opportunity. In addition to that, we have a 3-day expo. I don't even think that I've mentioned the expo, because this is an opportunity for the business community to take a stand, come and showcase your products, come and get to network, educate others about your own products, about your own brand, about your corporate identity. And these are the opportunities we are providing within the platform. We have, of course,
what does it cost?
Yeah.
Sorry to interject. What does it cost to advertise or to promote your product?
During the festival, all you need to do is get a stand, book a stand at festac.org, festacafrica.org. We have small, medium, large country pavilion, group pavilions that can be shared during the festival. So all you need to do is just go to the platform and book a stand and really come and showcase. In addition to that, we have the writers retreat that will also be taking, bringing journalists, bringing writers, bringing publishers from all over Africa and internationally. Again, talking about literature, talking about publishing opportunities during the week, to just really, really create a platform that gives everyone an opportunity, regardless of which segment you are in, to be part of a festival that celebrates all. So it's a fully inclusive, and if we don't have it for you, we will create it for you.
That's interesting. I'm more keen on FESTAC creating more platforms on education because I believe education is highly needed in Africa because it's also a kind of platform to engage in educational outreach within the communities of Africa. The girl child, the boy child, these out of school kids, trying to encourage them to know that education is the foundation for prosperity as long as the modern life is concerned.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's very interesting. At least I have a better view on FESTAC. I have to be honest with you. Before now, due to the notion of people on FESTAC, it's all about spirits. People talk about spirit and all of that, that people come with spirit from different countries, to another country to demonstrate all kind of stuff. So, but at least we have a different view today. It's not about those spiritual stuffs, it's about showcasing arts, showcasing skills, and what have you. Very interesting. I would like us at this point to go for a short break, and when we return, we look at other aspects that has to do with this festival.
Looking forward to keep unpacking more on unfiltered conversations. Thank you.
Yeah.
Clevenard in Diaspora Television is an internet online TV service. What sets us apart is a unique combination of hit African content, first and exclusive international free movies, series, musics, news, events, documentaries, tourism, teleshopping shows, youth TV programs, and live interviews. Clevenard Diaspora Television is available throughout sub-Saharan Africa and to the diaspora markets worldwide. Take your entertainment with you wherever you go. Watch on your smartphone, tablet, laptop, smart TV, depending on your device. Watch free movies with Clevenard Movies Television. Stop searching for free movies websites and watch Clevenard Movies Television. Watch your favorite African shows anywhere at any time. Don't forget to check out our top 5 TV channels created to get you informed. TV1, Clevenard in Diaspora Television. TV2, Clevenard Youth Television. TV3, Clevenard Movies Television. TV4, Clevenard Teleshopping Television. TV5, Clevenard Tourism Television. To start watching, sign up at www.clevenard.com and follow the easy steps. Once you're done, log into the Clevenard website or app on your device, click on any one of our 5 TV channels, and hit play. We will be very satisfied and happy to welcome you to our team as one of our new business partners. Contact info@clevenard.com +34 631 279811. Website www.clevenard.com.
Hello viewers, you're welcome back. My name is Ejob. I'm your anchor to this program. It's still on Filtered Conversations on Clevenard TV in Diaspora. Tonight we have in the studio Grace Momo. Grace Momo is the Group CEO, the Inspire Group, and the FESTAC Africa CEO. You're welcome back, Grace Momo.
Thank you very much, Professor Junior Uber.
Yes. I would like to ask you a couple of questions before we wrap up this program this night. One of the questions I'm going to ask you now is, can I participate on FESTAC virtually from the comfort of my home?
Very good question. We have thought about it, and FESTAC is about bringing people together. I think we are beyond virtual right now, and we are at a point where travel has opened pretty very much globally, and we really, really want to bring people together to celebrate and get to bond. The only way sometimes we can do business is through what my chairman puts together like this, and he calls it unity. And if we're not doing this together more often, we lose each other. In as much as virtual is available, and we would like to provide that opportunity, we have thought about it. But as for 2023, most of it will be physical, and we are really encouraging the physical participation. We don't want to encourage laziness. during the festival. And the whole essence is, of course, to bring people together through travel. If you can't virtually experience Africa, you can't virtually experience, just look behind me. Do you see the two elephants? They are deliberately there for a reason. You cannot experience safari virtually. You've got to really get to Arusha, go to Serengeti, go to Ngorongoro, go to the national parks, Arusha National Park, and really get to experience Africa on its own. So we are really, really calling on everybody not to think of the virtual participation, but really, this is an opportunity to bond. It's an opportunity for you and I to meet. So it's an opportunity to say, Africa, this is an entire live and physical. And that is what we want. We may stream, we may beam, but it's all face-to-face and physical festival.
Okay, before we are wrapping up this program, but before we go, I'd like to ask you this question, very short, a short one. What is the experience like? And if I may ask, if there is anything you want to improve on FESTAC Africa, what would that be?
I think what we are looking to improve year on year is to increase our numbers of participation year on year, is to improve and increase participation from government, is to increase buy-in from the corporate sectors, and really, really to increase participation from the global diaspora community into the FESTAC Festival, especially those our brothers and our sisters that are in the diaspora, not within the continent, and are looking to come back home. This is an opportunity to come back to Africa. This is an opportunity to come back home. This is an opportunity and our call for the African governments to open doors, especially on the visa travel for Africans within the continent, to really allow Africans to be able to travel freely within the continent. We have a lot of travel restrictions within the continent that create a lot of issues, even for us to travel within the continent. And this, for me, is a call to say we want to improve on that, where year on year, for me to travel from Nigeria to Arusha, issues of visa should be flexed, especially during an event like this that is aimed to increase traffic into the country, that is aimed to increase revenue and economic boost for the country. So we are calling on governments and saying, let's look at how we can flex travel opportunities, visa opportunities for our own travelers within the continent. It's easier for someone to travel from the US to Arusha with ease, just like that. They will arrive, they will pay their $100, and boom, they travel. They have access to the country. It's very difficult on the other hand to travel from visa restricted countries within the continent into other markets. So we are saying what we are seeking to improve year on year is to be able to see our governments flex the travel rules and regulations around visa, and just to allow access, especially during the festival week. Not just the festival week, but to allow free movement within the continent for Africans. This is our continent, we need to explore it more. Hence, it's really, really important we see that become an improvement. We are hoping in partnership, of course, with the African Tourism Board, the African Union. These are things that we can discuss during the upcoming festival to see how best our challenges can be addressed, especially from a travel perspective. And I'm really, really looking to see how best we can improve on that. We have a lot of people traveling into the festival, but again, those restrictions just create the challenge to see much more participation from people that are seeking to travel and be in person at the festival.
Yes, I quite agree with you, because it's easier for me to travel to the US or Canada from here, but and very difficult for me to travel around Africa. So what do you think about that? It's strange. So I think we really have to do more in Africa
Very
when it
true.
comes to traveling. We need to do. We seem to be punishing ourselves, in Africa. Moving from one country to another country in Africa looks like a Herculean task. When it's easier for me to travel from here to the US or UK, but it's not easy for me
Very
to
true.
travel around Africa due to restrictions and also the border control and the risk of traveling. Some of these travel involves road, not all of them involve the flight. So I think that's where the government have to play their role properly. So now, in terms of traveling or coming to the FESTAC proper, is there any kind of partnership or kind of arrange trip by
I
the
have been
organizers
waiting, I have been
for people who
waiting for
want?
that question because nobody can say they were never invited. Nobody can say we did not make the right travel arrangements. So we have partnered with Kenya Airways. We have partnered with Ethiopian Airlines. We have partnered with Air Rwanda. And the three big giants of aviation in Africa have all provided 15% travel discount for anybody that is looking to travel to the festival. This is the partnership that we have negotiated. So this discount, the 15%, is fully passed on to the traveler. And all you need to do is when you go to the booking site for the airlines is to put the FESTAC festival code. So you need to check on our website. All the codes have been populated for the travel discounts and also for the travel airlines. And if you can, just check with us through info@festacafrica.org, and we will provide you with the airline staff that can also assist you with your booking for the festival itself. So the opportunities are there. In addition to just the travel discounts, we have also negotiated, especially within the neighboring countries, shuttles that can bring people by road from Kenya, from Uganda, from Zambia, from Rwanda, Burundi, all the way from Namibia as well. There are shuttles that with travel agents that have come on board, and we have negotiated travel rates for those who are looking to travel by road. So it's about you to get in touch with us and to find out wherever you're coming from, whichever means of travel you're seeking for is available. On the accommodation, of course, we have partnered with some of the hotels in Arusha. We have Grand Melia, we have Four Point, we have Mount Meru, we have Kibo Palace, and of course, we have other accommodation partners. And with the accommodation partners, you also have the opportunity to go to platforms, the booking platforms, where you can also check for your accommodation or even the flight directly if you're looking to travel to Arusha, and make your arrangements directly if what we have provided is not adequate or sufficient for your needs. We are leaving it open and giving the travelers an opportunity to also be able to make their own travel independent choices as well. It's part of the experience. If you want to come by road and probably do 2 weeks on the road, that is up to you. It's an experience that we are nurturing and encouraging. So really, from a travel, from an accommodation perspective, all the arrangements are in place. And we do have a full travel and an accommodation segment within the festacafrica.org website, where you can just go and you can click if it's flights or if it's accommodation, and just decide on where you want to be.
Wow, thank you. It's been a wonderful time having you on the studio tonight, and we're having you live from South Africa, Trade TV, South Africa. Okay, viewers, it's been a wonderful time. I really appreciate your time. It's been a very fantastic moment with Grace Momo, the Group CEO of Inspire, the Inspire Group, and the FESTAC Africa Festival CEO as well. So, Grace, it's been a pleasure having you on this platform. But before we go this night, I would like you to give us your last word. What would you tell our viewers out there? What kind of word of encouragement or what we expect in the near future? Just your last word before we
My
go this night.
summary words are pretty simple, and that is, this is my Africa, your Africa, our Africa. And together, we must come together and build the Africa we want. We can only do so if we stand united, if we are together, if we believe in one another. Therefore, platforms like FESTAC Africa give you that opportunity. Do not shy away from reaching out to us and really finding out how you can benefit, how you can add value, and how we can give value back to you as our delegate. We are looking forward to hosting you in Arusha, Tanzania. The dates are May 21st to the 28th, May 2023. Adios, checking out.
Thank you, Grace Momo. See you in Arusha, Tanzania, come May 2022. It's all right.
Looking for
Yes. So thank you, viewers. It's been on FITA Conversations on Cleveland TV in Diaspora. My name remains AJ Oba, and at this point, I would like to say, have a good night.
Good night.